So let's do a little bit of technical analysis as far as Bitcoin, Benqi, Celestia, and Avax is concerned. So today is pretty much a red day because we have seen a lot of different cryptocurrencies end up losing quite a lot of momentum. And as you can see from the cryptocurrency rank, right, we obviously had a minus, or rather a 2.2% change in the last 24 hours to the downside. So this is one of the reasons why, as you can see on my trading view, everything is pretty much red. A lot of these different cryptocurrencies have dropped by about 11%, 5%. On average, it has been about 5% drop towards the downside. So this is one of the reasons why in today's episode I am going to be talking about what you are supposed to be doing as far as investing in these cryptocurrencies at this particular moment. So first of all, the most important thing that we're supposed to figure out is what the hell is BTC doing, because the price of BTC sort of determines where we are going and the narrative in the next coming few hours. So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, I really believe that we might see a little bit of loss in momentum, because as you can see right over here, we are looking at the 8-hour time frame. The 8-hour time frame has been a very interesting one, and so far we are likely to sort of continue towards the downside. So my overall target as far as the monthly time frame is concerned is BTC going as high as 47 to about 50%. This is our target, but that could take a little bit of time to happen because the markets need to breathe. And this is one of the reasons why I am inclined to believe that we are definitely going to see a little bit of a pullback before we can gather momentum and continue going towards the upside. So looking at a lot of different oscillators, right? Looking at the MACD right now, we are obviously losing some momentum. The momentum is towards the downside. We're having this bearish crossover right over here. And as far as the stock RSI is still overly, it's a little bit safe, but it is likely possible that we could face a downside, gravitation of momentum towards this particular level. That is really definitely going to coincide with what the MACD is suggesting. Anyway, let's move over to a smaller time frame, because sometimes we might get lost in the sauce. So if you take a look at what is happening on the 4-hour as far as the stock RSI is concerned, is we are beginning to have this bearish crossover, and we are losing the bullishness as far as Bitcoin is concerned here. This is, by the way, on the 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame is a very insignificant time frame. So this is one of the reasons why I am expecting the price of Bitcoin to slightly continue towards the downside, and there's going to be a little bit of a breather as far as BTC is concerned. So what I'm looking for is how the price of Bitcoin is going to react towards these particular base levels that we have sort of created right over here. We do have quite a number of base levels in this particular threshold. So if we take a look at this, right, this is our base level. This is where most of the action and the trading action has been happening. So we did have somewhat of a fake breakout, going towards the upside, and this has come back down right into the box. So what usually happens is, once we get back into this particular box, best believe we are definitely going to go back to this particular threshold, where we're going to see these levels get retested sooner than later. Now that we have gotten rejected and come back in this particular level, of course I'm expecting a little bit of bearishness to sort of take over the markets. So with that said, expecting the price of Bitcoin going closer to about 40,000 or even below, right? Touching the base of this particular structure that has been created by BTC. What is going to happen to Benqi, Celestia, Avax? So obviously everything is going to drop. All right. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of exceptions where we're going to witness a few coins here and there, outperforming BTC, but that's really going to be very hard to catch, and it's going to be very hard for you to sort of be in the right coin that is going to sort of be an outlier and just basically do the opposite of what the entire market is doing. So this is one of the reasons why, if I were you, I would sort of take a very safe approach, which is obviously either being in USD Tether or taking a short. However, I wouldn't recommend shorting any alternative cryptocurrencies, because alternative cryptocurrencies tend to be very explosive, and you shorting, let's say for example, God forbid, on a 10x, you are definitely going to end up being wrecked. So what I'm doing is just basically being in stablecoin. If I want to short the markets, I would rather do all the shorting on BTC and just keep it moving. At least BTC is a little bit predictable. At least it's not really going to have those explosive sudden moves, and it is definitely going to be a little bit tameable. All right, so Benqi, just like I told you last time, right? By the way, now we are doing some technical analysis as far as Benqi is concerned. So Benqi has dropped by about 7%, and the market cap has gone down to 76.6 million US dollars. And overall, the markets have been not so kind to Benqi holders, because for the past 14 days we have dropped about 17%, but overall you guys are doing very well, because for the past 30 days we are relatively still high up. We are about 94% in the green. So from a general perspective, all the Benqi traders are definitely laughing to the bank, but for the people that sort of got in at a very later stage, they are not really enjoying these markets, and sometimes they have to put in time waiting for the markets to come back. And this is something that you would have obviously avoided if you were subscribed to my YouTube channel. So what the hell is Benqi doing? So Benqi has got the same narrative as far as Bitcoin is concerned. So basically back into the circle, or rather the rectangle, the area of value right over here. So this is what is happening. So best believe, like I told you in the other day's video, right, there's going to be a situation where the liquidity towards the downside is going to be tested. We are definitely going to end up testing the liquidity right over here, and previous resistance becomes support. There's going to be a time when the price of Benqi is going to go to about 0.01400, like this particular node right over here. So the indicator that I'm using towards the right, these blue and yellow lines, it represents the most valuable nodes, the most areas where there was a lot of buying power. So as you can see right over here, this area is a very significant area. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, if Benqi aka QI tends to lose this particular line of support, it is very possible that we are going to end up going between 0.0148 and this particular level. This is going to be our next level of support. So if you take a look at this particular area, right, and this area being the most likely to have a bounce, that is a very, very, very long unhealthy downside. That's literally a 30% price drop from the current prices. Okay, so that could potentially happen. It might weak and come back to this particular threshold. So we might have a situation where the price of weeks to this particular level then pushes up as quickly as possible and continue going towards the upside. So that is obviously one of the possible scenarios that are going to happen. So what would I do if I were you, in case you didn't end up selling QI? I would be sort of positioning myself to be in a situation that would allow me to cushion the blow in case the prices end up becoming more and more weaker. I mean, of course, if you've got a long-term perspective, just hold, buy some more in case the prices drop, because eventually that we are definitely going to end up going to the moon. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, this is gonna be a very good time to dollar cost average. So if I were you, in case the price comes back to this particular threshold, just buy some more, because the prices are eventually going to end up doing very, very well. So dollar cost average in multiple sections, I would target this particular area as your dollar cost average number 2, your dollar cost average number 3. Extreme situation right over here is, another potential area that you could end up dollar cost averaging in case it drops that low. So it's all about looking at the absolute worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is going to allow you to properly de-risk and position yourself to making the most out of any bad situation. So that is what I would definitely do. So more of the story as far as Benqi is concerned, there's gonna be more and more, downside, because the price of Bitcoin is definitely going to be a little bit shaky. So you better be careful. However, generally, the future is absolutely bullish. So dollar cost average all the way down, and then just sit back, relax, and enjoy the future gains. All right, so now let's move on to Celestia. Now, Celestia has been a very interesting addition to our portfolio, because this particular modular blockchain technology has been ultra explosive. It's very bullish. It has got very strong fundamentals, and it's very unlikely for it to continue going down, because if you take a look at its performance, it was listed on 31st October 2023, and it has only gone up. It hasn't even clocked a year, but this thing has got very, very bullish fundamentals, and it's very rare that people get to sell Celestia, because a lot of people are looking forward to earning the airdrops that are going to be airdropped on Celestia, because Celestia is just that particular modular blockchain which is occupying one of the hottest niches as far as cryptocurrencies is concerned. So this is one of the reasons why people would prefer to hold on to Celestia and not miss the airdrops, because the airdrops are going to be far more lucrative than selling Celestia. Moreover, if you look at the Kepler wallet, right, in order for you to get back your Celestia, it's going to take about 3 weeks. So a lot of people would rather just hold on to Celestia. So this is one of the reasons why I really believe that Celestia is going to be one of those cryptocurrencies which is barely going to make, like a really huge correction. If it does end up correcting, it's going to be bought back really fast, like what it really happened the past few hours. So it ended up dumping as low as $9, but it ended up being bought back up as fast as it dropped. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, this is obviously going to do very well, but there's going to be a situation where the price of Celestia is going to sort of retrace a little bit, and we're supposed to sort of get to buy it a little bit later. All right, so just do whatever you can, practice very good risk management, and make sure you offload some profits if most of your Celestia tokens are not really tied up being staked. So this is one of the reasons why you have to be very careful. Now that we have assessed that the price of BTC is definitely going to be going down, right, you obviously have to understand that the price of Celestia is also going to have a little bit of a correction. However, I'm not really expecting a steep correction. I'm just expecting the price to sort of not drop as much, and whenever it ends up correcting, it's really going to pump up heavily. So as you can see, historically speaking, it has barely corrected. It really spends a few days correcting, and then it ends up pushing towards the upside as fast as it can. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, TIA is a very good investment, and you're going to benefit holding TIA, and most of the people are not going to sell TIA. However, when BTC falls, everything falls. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing the price of TIA go below $12. I would be very happy if we experience the price of TIA going below $12. That's going to be a very good area to sort of dollar cost average. So between $12 all the way down to around $8. This is going to be the area that I am interested in buying TIA in case it doesn't happen. Okay, in case it drops, that will be my buying points. All right, so as far as Avax is concerned, Avax has, sort of lost a little bit of momentum. It's been dropping. It went as high as close to $50, and then it retraced. It has dropped by about 20%. So this one is obviously, close to the end of its correction, but it has had a very crazy, crazy, crazy run. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, it could go down some more because the price of Bitcoin is going to be dropping, and then it's going to find some sort of um, um, support close to, or rather between $30 to about $20. So this is the area of value as far as AVAX is concerned. So between $30 to about $25, best believe it's gonna be a very good area to buy back a lot of AVAX. So let's say, for example, we do not end up correcting, and we end up pushing up higher. Well, the target is around 47 to about $50. That is definitely the upside target. However, the move that really sort of erased that particular push towards the upside, I think it was very evident in yesterday's price action, because the price has fallen back into this ranging level. So I would really erase this particular trading action and just consider the price action within the box, which is obviously going to eventually lead us to the base of the box, which means more further downside. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that was my technical analysis as far as Bitcoin, Benqi, Celestia, and Avax are concerned. So what am I doing right now? Right now, I'm just airdrop farming, and I'm looking for cryptocurrencies that are going to be very significant, especially in the modular blockchain sector. This particular modular blockchain niche is going to be a very explosive one. This is definitely the next big thing. In case you missed Ethereum, in case you missed Cardano, in case you missed Avax, the modular blockchain category is going to be a very powerful one. So this is what I'm doing a lot of research on. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be dropping all that alpha and just letting you know what I'm going to be finding out as far as modular blockchain technology is concerned, and the most upcoming and impactful projects as far as modular blockchain is concerned. So yeah, talk to you guys a little bit later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hasta la vista.